locked.
Yeah?
I need to ask you a few questions.
What makes you think I want to answer them?
It's always a pleasure, Rolo.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Hello again, Brother Niddle.
It is good to see you, Cyrus.
Brother Niddle, I have bad news. I found Kithral's body in the caverns. He's dead. I'm sorry.
The caverns? What could he have been doing there?
I found his journal among the remains. You should read it.
Oh my. Poor lad. What did he hope to accomplish? Cyrus, I now count you as a friend. Kithral's fate is revealed, and I shall bring you into my confidence.
Go on.
The body of Prince Hator is here, at the temple.
It is?
Yes, it's the only safe place for it. We can't quite bury it.
Why?
There is a spell of stasis upon it, to preserve it and stave off its decay. Archmage Voa enchanted it thus, just after the prince's death.
Archmage Voa is mentioned in the journal, and his magical ring, which both Kithral and my sister were looking for.
Voa's ring was used to enchant the prince's body,
So they would have used it?
to dispel the body's stasis field.
Why would they do that? That would only serve to send the body along to rot.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't quite make sense, does it? It is Redguard custom to preserve their great leaders in stasis, so that they might be looked upon ever after in their prime. To break the stasis would be treason, or hubris even.
Now, there's something we're not getting at. Both Azara and Kithral were crowns. Whatever they had planned for the prince would only have been for his benefit.
I am sure you are right.
I have Archmage Voa's ring, Brother Niddle.
Ah, this will break the stasis field.
Can you use it?
No, I can't, Cyrus. You need a mage for this, not a priest. The magics are unalike in practice.
Until later, Brother Niddle.
Goodbye, my son.
wave the flag. And why? Because he's a faithless, spiteful, black-brained, pox on him.
Hello, Fathers.
What? Who are you? Hey, you look familiar.
That's all for now, Fathers. Hello, Fathers.
What? Who are you?
That's all.
Don't touch that bell rope unless you want to be remembered as the cowardly villain who murdered a kind and dutiful old man just so he could play the fool with that good man's bell.
A is for the apes that date their mothers.
What you want?
Hello, Garrick.
Cyrus! A pleasure to see you again.
I'm afraid I may have made his acquaintance. Large, loutish, unwashed.
Rollo. Yes, a rather unlikely fellow. Even if you don't mind the smell. But he'll tote a bale for a silver penny, and I can't even hire a mule for that.
Rollo works for you, then.
An exaggeration, to be honest. He's supposed to bring up my shipments from the harbor when they arrive. A simple task, you would think, but he's drunk or asleep half the time and doesn't hear the bell. Rollo! Rollo, no! Rain pan bono!
Bell?
My old friend Faubus rings the bell to signal the arrival of a ship, so the merchants know to come down to the harbor to trade. Rollo is supposed to listen for it, but I've had such trouble with him. But you don't need to listen to an old elf complain.
I'd like to make a purchase.
Splendid. What do you need?
What's aloe going for today?
Aloe leaves from southern Hammerfell. The best. Fresh every week. Excellent for soothing those aches and pains. At just 15 gold per bunch.
I'll take it.
A pleasure doing business with you, Cyrus.
Interesting feathers.
Ah, yes. From the exotic canna bird. A favorite of mine, for they are bred on Somerset Isle. Bred for their beauty, I might add. They make an excellent gift for 10 gold. I'm a pretty bird. 10 gold.
I'll take it.
You won't regret it.
Thanks for the time, Garrick.
What?
I need to ask you a few questions.
What makes you think I want to answer them?
It's always a pleasure, Rollo.
Don't let the door...
Looking for something?
Felicia,
Welcome back.
do you know anything about Archmage Voa's ring?
I'm afraid not.
Do you think Jaganvir knows anything about Voa's ring?
Wouldn't tell you if he did. He doesn't talk to mundane.
What's for sale?
Magical potions of all sorts.
Goodbye.
Come back again.
Text on potions. Says here that orc's blood... It's empty. Somebody's really been through this place. The past.
Leave me, please. I have much to do. Are you slow, boy? Be gone! The battle spire test awaits. I have no time for you now. Please! Don't make me throw you out! Now, leave me! Leave me, please! I have much to do!
I need to use this with something else. I can't use this by itself. It doesn't do anything by itself.
Are you slow, boy? Be gone!
Can I help you?
Felicia.
Welcome.
Goodbye.
Come back again.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Ah!
lad?
A word.
I'm busy. Beat it.
What's this? No, he's unarmed.
Found my locket yet?
Lakeen?
Have you found my locket?
Okay, Lakeen. Here's your locket. Now tell me the password.
Oh, thank goodness! You got it! I'm saved! Never going back to that den again! No, sir. No more for me, but have your own go at it. The password you require is spoon. Be careful, Cyrus, and thanks again.
We'll talk later.
Me ears for the boils, they pop for fun.
Well?
Trithik, may I bother you again?
Of course, my boy.
Lakeen said your boat was damaged by vandals.
By the looks of it. Woke up one morning and the midboard was broken. Hope he gets to it soon.
Thanks, Trithik. I've got to go. It's locked.
Not me.
What's a password?
Spoon.
Right, just a second. What's wanted, mate?
Cyrus.
Yurik. Welcome to the Smuggler's Den. What do you want?
Does the Restless League operate out of the Smuggler's Den?
We've always worked together, since way back before the Civil War. Mutual interest and all that. The League boys must be laying low. Haven't seen any of them in weeks. No matter. Smuggling's good business, with or without pirates.
I'm looking for Azara, my sister. Apparently, she did business with you occasionally.
That's right, she came by from time to time. Last time I saw her, she was after a piece of malachite for some reason.
What would Azara want with that?
Dunno. She sure wanted it bad, though. Traded me a League insignia for it. Said I could use it to get favors from the League. Yeah, but since then the League has vanished from Stros Makai, so I'm stuck with a worthless piece of paper.
I could use that insignia Azara gave you. Can I have it?
Well, that depends. What's in it for me?
You claim to be Azara's friend. I'm trying to find out what happened to her, and I need that parchment to do it.
I never said I was her friend, just that I knew her. What makes you think I care what happened to her?
Because I know my sister. She would have liked you. She always did have bad taste in men.
Is that supposed to be an insult? Hell, you may as well take it. I can see if I don't give it to you, you'll just stand here talking all day. And I got work to do.
The Imperial occupation doesn't seem to have cramped your style much.
Everyone needs smugglers, like it or not. For instance, Rickton likes his Valen Wood wine. The League makes sure none of it arrives legally, and we make sure the palace cellar stays well stocked. Everybody wins.
A cozy little operation you've got here.
Thanks, we like to think so. Say, who gave you the password, by the way? So I know who I need to beat the hell out of.
Still, I'm surprised Rickton gives you such a free hand.
We have our uses. Like if you don't want the Emperor to know how much taxes you're actually collecting. As I said, everybody wins.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Not that this place is such a secret. Half the town seems to know about it.
Yeah, well, we don't rate quite as highly as the Restless League on Rickton's enemies list.
Suppose you wanted to get into the governor's palace. Could you do it?
Not me. Governor tolerates our operation, sure, but he doesn't trust us. Rickton's a stickler for security. No wonder. The League would love to put a knife in him. Nobody gets in the palace without a damn good reason.
It's been a pleasure, Yurik.
So, you want something?
I greet you. May I do you service?
Hello, Jafar.
Cyrus,
I'd like to buy a book.
these shelves hold wisdom and folly in equal measure. Choose carefully.
How much for Elven Artifacts, Volume 3?
The hoary tale of the Flask of Lilandril piques your interest. Legend more than history, but a good read for 40 gold. Will it be yours?
I'll take it.
Jafar is sure you will enjoy it.
I'd like to buy a book.
These shelves hold wisdom.
What do you think about Folk's Firmament?
Less ambitious than Yunkarl's published studies, and less concerned with comparative astrology, though a decidedly human take on the stars of Tamriel. Folk's Firmament is not without its own little virtues. Jafar can part with it then for 36 gold.
I'll take it.
Jafar is sure you will enjoy it.
What do you know of this legendary flask?
Legends surround it, but Jafar is sure the flask is real. Scribes of ancient Lilandril record its discovery. Yes, the flask is not of elfish make, despite what you may read. They found it, used it, and lost it. But its creator is unknown.
What makes the flask so valuable?
Here we have only legend to guide us. Stories tell of the High Wizard of Valenwood himself, defeated by a stable boy, armed only with the flask. Exaggeration, surely, but still a kernel of truth. An anti-magic device of no small power.
It sounds like the flask may absorb magic.
Perhaps that would explain why no mage has ever been able to detect its location.
I'd like to buy a book.
These shelves,
Is Flora of Hammerfell worth buying?
the authoritative work, no less. And for the bargain price of 15 gold, it can be yours.
I'll take it.
Jafar is sure you will enjoy it.
I'd like to buy a...
These
Do you recommend Favrel's Dwarven Lore?
Marabar Sul's Ancient Tales of the Dreamer is more comprehensive, but hard to come by, alas. And a weighty tome, too, at 16 volumes. For 54 gold, Favril's little book is an excellent overview.
I'll take it.
Jafar is sure you will enjoy it.
Peace, Desert Walker. I must go. It doesn't do anything by itself. I can't use this by itself. I can't use this by itself. I can't use this by itself. Probably need to find something to use it with. I can't use this by itself.
The battle spire test awaits. I have no time for you now. Please! Don't make me throw you out! Now, leave me! Leave me, please! I have much to do! The battle's fire! Don't... Leave me!
A piece of amber. Volumes on the art of magic. I would never have the patience. Volumes on the art of magic. I would never have the patience.
Sir, please, you're not allowed behind the counter.
Volumes on the art of magic. I would never have the patience. This canister looks to contain lich dust. Very rare.
Good day.
It's empty. Somebody's really been through this place. I've come across the legend of the Flask of Lilandril.
That bug's got you too. A lot of people on this island are looking for it. Even the Empire, I hear.
What would they want with it?
The scuttlebutts, they want it for an invasion of Somerset Isle to help them dispel its magical defenses. Leastways, be advised that the flask's burial ground is well sought by more dubious parties than you.
A lot of people are looking for the flask. Anybody in particular?
There's a Breton about town, loud and lit to hear, by the name of Crendel. He was in a few weeks back, bragging about having a piece of a map.
A map showing where the flask is buried.
Yeah, but Crendel's a drunk, so make of it what you like.
I'd better keep moving. Can we talk later?
Anytime, anytime.
Cyrus! What's new, laddie?
Hello, Captain. I'll be back.
Just fine. Go on.
Seas for the water sailors, sail on.
Ever heard of the Flask of Lilandril? You look like a treasure hunter.
Ah, the flask of Lilandril. Everything good in life comes in a decanter.
Streakius tells me you found yourself part of the Flask of Lilandril map.
Oh, he did he? Who? Well, he's lying. Yup, that lizard's lying.
Of course he's lying. You're not bright enough to have gotten a piece of the map.
What? I'm brighter than you, Redguard. I do have a piece of the map. How's that? Didn't think I did you?
That's impressive, Krendel. How could I have doubted you? Tell me, how'd you get it?
You'll like this question, boy. I passed out one night on old Trithic's boat. While he was sleeping. Woke up early, looking for a drink, and what do I find under his cot? A piece of the map. He probably doesn't even know it's gone.
I'll gladly take that map piece off your hands if you're not using it. Perhaps a trade.
You have nothing I want, Redguard. But I don't have it on me. I've hidden it away where them sissies can't find it.
I've had enough.
Good. D is for the lumps upon their tongues.
Lyra, sweetheart.
We'll talk later.
Well?
Hello again, Trip.
Still...
A fellow named Crindle was bragging about a map he stole from me. Was he lying?
Crindle, eh? Belly-crawling son of a forebear's cur. It was part of a map, supposedly showing the location of the flask of Lilandro. In my youth, I was something of a treasure hunter.
Do you remember what was on the map?
2 numbers, an X, and the notation long tree. That's all I can remember. If you find it, keep it. I'm too old for such things.
Maybe I can get Crendel to find it for me. Thanks for your help, Trip. Thanks, Trip. I've got to go.
Is for the eels they eat for breakfast.
I have some info that may concern you, Crendel. I heard some boys talking that they had found your hidden map peaks.
That's impossible. They're just talking. Jealous of Crendel, they are. They couldn't know where it is.
No, I'm not so sure of that. I overheard them say it had 2 numbers on it, an X and long tree. Didn't mean much to me, but I'd check your hiding spot if I were you.
What? What? Oh, I mean, what? Gentlemen, another lie. Now go away, Cyrus. Stop following me. Hey, come on. Can a guy have some flubber? Have some plumber? Flubber fee. Private fee. Stop following me. Hey, come on. Can a guy have some flubber? Have some plumber? Flabber fee. Private fee.
Excellent. What's this? A leather pouch. And here's Trithic's map piece inside.
Hey, Brother Ned, look what we got here.
We got the sea sucker!
He's sorry, that thing's sharp. He's sorry, that thing's sharp.
Yeah, help! Oh, he cut me!
Bet that sword will bring a pretty got me, you sneak.
Me and Lacey, we're gonna cut your ass, city boy!
First time, huh?
Sorry, that thing's sharp.
Is that the best you've got? Come on. A map, Strosmakai. Excellent.
Look out, behind you. You're a dead man, slick boy. You're mine, sissy boy.
Not bad. Try this.
Yeah, help! Go back to the dirt, dead man! Go back to the dirt, dead man! Oh, let me... Like that, you fancy burner. Like that.
First time, huh?
Yeah, help! Ned Mean needs some Dodge ticket. Look out, behind you! Like that, you fancy burner. Bet that sort of bring it pretty cool.
Come on.
Yeah, help! Ned Mean needs some Dodge ticket. Her old poor mum, see? Ned Mean needs some Dodge ticket. Her old poor mum, see? You're mine, sissy boy!
First time, huh?
Oh, he cut me! Oh, let me take him! Oh, let me take him! Go back to the dirt, dead
Not
man!
this time.
Oh, let me take him! You're mine, sissy boy!
Not this time.
Go back to the dirt, dead man! Yeah, help! Ow, that hurts!
First time, huh?
Oh.
A map, Strosmakai. 5 gold pieces. Excellent. This should help. Nothing. Nothing. Not this time.
Hey!
Too slow.
Hey! Quit it! That hurt! Help! Murder! Help! Murder!
Excellent. What's this? Excellent.
Well, what are we doing out so far from town? Keep your tools sharp, my dad used to say. Oh, so sorry, but I need your coin, so you must die. You can use that, can't you? You can use that. What? That hurt. Lampkin. What? That hurt.
It's a strength potion.
Don't touch those.
Sorry.
Looking for something?
Hello.
What do you want?
I wonder if you know my sister.
Why would I know your sister? Why don't you just go back to the city where you belong?
Have you ever heard of the Restless League?
Why would I tell you if I had? I don't need them. I'll fight the Empire all by myself if I have to.
You sure do seem to hate the Empire.
They killed my brother, and I'm gonna make them pay.
Who killed your brother? Imperial soldiers?
What do you care anyway? I don't need your help.
Is that your mother over there? Is she all right?
Go away. Leave her alone. We don't need your help. I can take care of her just fine. Leave us alone.
Sorry, but I've got to go. Perhaps later we can talk.
Maybe. Maybe not. Go away. Leave her alone.
He doesn't look like the talking type. Perhaps I should offer him a fare. Is that the best you've got? Too slow. Excellent. First time, huh? $7 gold pieces. Potion of iron skin. A potion of iron skin. Some gold. This should help. It's a strength potion. Is that the best you've got? Come on. It's a strength potion. A health potion. A health potion. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. What's this? I can't use this by itself. Huh, looks like the crowbar broke. Excellent. Five gold pieces. Five gold pieces. Seven gold pieces. It's a strength potion. not bad. Try this. Some gold. This should help. Five gold pieces. Five gold pieces.
Cyrus, this one is...
Have we met?
The contractor informed this one of your impending arrival.
He did?
This one tenders you the amulet that will be delivered.
To the governor, right?
Make sure of its safety. Delivered to him personally. The contractor will pay you the rest of your fee after the matter is settled.
Are you familiar with a woman named Azara?
Other souls this one has gathered of late have whispered the name.
She's my sister.
Then count your sister among the living, for she's not cold yet, or this one would know her well.
I'd imagine this island is treacherous to reach by ship.
Imagine impossible. This one is amused by your imaginings.
So you are probably never threatened by the pirates of the Restless League.
This one is never threatened, Cyrus. But, yes, this one knows the League well.
You do?
This one has tallied many of their rebellious souls in the present reign.
What do you think of them?
What does one think of the gold in one's pouch? Does one judge this coin better than another if both spent the same?
All the dead are fair currency, then.
Your wit accounts it well.
How long have you lived on Stros Mackay?
How long in legend? This one arrived in the Sod's better years and was given fair compass of these foul shoals. In that time, this one was but a tale in passing, a shiver in riddle.
How long have you been better than a legend, then?
Since the end of the war. How could this one neglect so rich a harvest? A sea so brim with the dead that its tides swelled round the world. So this one conjured a net to catch them all, these lost and torn violent souls. Thereafter this one's presence has been well known here, perhaps somewhat feared as well.
I thought Hammerfell was plagued by necromancy only in the north, where Sentinel lay in similar shadow.
Do not speak ill, mortal, of this one's liege lord, the king of worms, for his grace grants these shores as this one's bountiful hunting grounds.
Is your foul practice not contested by the men of this island?
Cyrus, what men are left, this one wonders, or women of like mind, or violence against me. They were all slain in the war, and dead now they serve this one without protest. The Mages Guild whines, as is its wont when practitioners of this one's craft challenge their dominion, but the governor shrewdly weighs his one's concerns above theirs.
Why is that?
This one is a better friend than enemy.
How do these souls so collected serve you?
This one's business in souls doesn't concern you. Let the Daedra Lords look with favor on a necromancer with a stock in trade should scarcely surprise you.
Why does the Mages Guild hate you, outside the obvious reason?
Such unsettled jobs, little trouble this one, Redguard. As for the Guild's enmity, with their Archmage dead in the sea dust, their impudence breeds spite against this one's masteries.
What happened to the Archmage?
He perished in the war protecting the crown, and was lost at sea. I lament that the snare was not then set, for such a soul would have been fit to cultivate for nights on end.
He was powerful then, this Archmage?
Scarcely. He was noted for his trappings, not his trivial skills. His magical artifacts, however, such might even be worth this one's notice.
No, I'll get right on it. Has the coming of the Empire given you much concern?
This one is neither unwary of the Empire, nor eager to wear the leash, but the Governor has proven himself an honorable man. Thus this one offers him this gift to encourage his attention to the affairs of the living, leaving me the rest.
The illicit soul trick. How does it work?
If mortals knew the power they harbored, and how so unearned, a grace inexplicably given by the outer gods will provide to plenty and without good guidance. If they knew, they may wise work as hard to keep the within as much as their precious withouts, that easily slip bare skin that withers as paper before flame. For that is the truth of it. The body house is that which it cannot ever for long withstand.
Which answers little.
In short, the soul snare captures the smokes of silly folk who neglect the sanctity of their souls.
You knew the worthy king then. Does he rattle in your bag too?
He died in Sentinel, not Strosmakai, and was therefore outside of this one's catching web, and before this one's time here as well.
Right, your soul snare went up during the war, after Thasad was already dead.
And besides, Thasad would have journeyed to the gods in any case, for he was keen and prudent. A few good strides, and he'd be at the temple door.
What difference would that make?
This one snare catches only the heedless. Those spirits unprotected by the holy rituals are those interred in unhallowed ground. So, if you would avoid this one's net, die close by the temple, afar from the island shores.
You have the island under a spell, Nagasta?
A soul snare of this one's own devising, which gathers lost souls and bears them thither.
For strange and terrible experiments, no doubt.
This one is comfortable with the trappings of his vocation, even if his victims lack such comfort.
My sister had better not be among them.
A being holds as much mystery for this one as it does for you. Inquire elsewhere.
What can you tell me about the governor?
That he is a generous patron, sending a steady flow to this one even with the war long over. His policies bring profit, and finally by the amulet may his generosity be acknowledged.
What is this amulet you give to the governor?
A red diamond this one has found among many treasures, and judges fitting for a servant of the Empire who might fly such symbols on their standards. And the dragon's setting is well suited to honor the governor, whose command of such a beast gained the victory at Strosmakai and blazed Hammerfell in the Emperor's hands.
So the great necromancer is running dog to the lords of hell. Why are they always on the top of the diabolical food chain?
This one laps at the scraps from no one's table, Redguard. Clavicus Vile grants this one favors with every soul sent his way.
Clavicus Vile? Please.
Do not mock that name, mortal.
Pray forgive me, Necromancer. It just seemed an overly unsubtle name, that is all.
They were born before stars, mortal. Do you consider that perhaps such names preceded, and perhaps inspired, the concepts they connote?
So the temple is your prime competitor in the area.
Economy to this devil's work. The good brothers of Arcade have a somewhat different perspective on the currency of the soul. They strive to shepherd its return, while this one prefers to manage flocks for profit, or should one say, a sole good brother of Arcade, since there is but one left. One has become raveled in my astral net, having parted from this world not long ago.
How could a temple member be snared when he works in the very haven that opposes you?
Mighty belong the haven. This one speculates, but quite doubtful it is agreed.
How long ago was this?
A good 3 master moons.
That's about the time my sister vanished. I'm curious, Nagasta. Just how does the soul snare work?
Would you play the student? How quaint. The image of ether hounds comes to mind, broad-shouldered and panting, patrolling the near-here gates of death, alert for the scent of the happy
this spirit. But grant me be a far more insidious craftsworm than that. And that's a siren song of semiotics, defining the fading signs of the departed, and crafting from them a lore. A gateway rock with gentle runes of the soul's own manufacture. That soul swarms gratefully into the waiting net towards heavens woven from the spirit's dim yearnings.
Goodbye, Nagaster.
Farewell, Cyrus. A pleasure doing business with you. Cyrus, this one is Nagasta, the necromancer of Strasmakai.
Have we met?
The contractor informed this one of your impending arrival.
He did?
This one tenders you the amulet that will be delivered.
To the governor, right?
Make sure of its safety. Delivered to him personally.
Goodbye, Nagaster.
Farewell, Cyrus.
slow. A health potion. 7 gold pieces.